Remember when you could just pick a seat and fly? No hidden fees, no boarding group chaos, no algorithm games? But in 2026, airlines changed everything, and they're counting on you not noticing. A retired teacher from Phoenix paid $89 for what looked like the perfect seat. Couldn't recline, freezing cold, forced to gate check her carry-on. She missed her daughter's wedding rehearsal. A couple from Tampa chose preferred seating, spent 9 hours in the loudest, most cramped section of the plane. A business traveler from Seattle picked an aisle for convenience, got bumped 47 times in 4 hours. After flying 200+ times and interviewing 8 retired flight attendants, I've cracked the code. I'm revealing the 10 airplane seats costing travelers hundreds in 2026, and the one seat that beats them all. Number 3 alone causes more missed connections than weather delays. All right, let's get into it. Number 10, the last row trap. You're scrolling through seat selection and you see it. Last row, still available, no extra charge. Seems harmless, right? A 71-year-old from Austin thought so too. She booked the last row window seat on a 7-hour flight to London. By hour 3, her back was screaming. The seat wouldn't recline. Not even an inch. She arrived so stiff she needed help getting off the plane. Cost her $180 in emergency chiropractor visits the next day. Why does this happen? Airlines design last row seats with fixed backs because of the bathroom wall behind them. You're paying full price for half the comfort. But that's not even the worst part. You're sitting in the bathroom central. Every passenger from rows 1 through 35 walks past you. The smells, the noise, the constant door slamming. One flight attendant told me she's seen passengers get hit by bathroom doors 12 times in a single flight. Here's what you do. If you must sit in the back, choose the second to last row, aisle seat. You get 90% of the early boarding benefits with zero bathroom chaos. Check Seat Guru before booking. Some aircraft have last rows that do recline. Rule of thumb. Last row equals last resort. Always. Think that's rough? Wait until you see what they're doing with exit rows. Number 9, the exit row money grab. Airlines love selling exit row seats as premium legroom. They charge you $35 to $75 extra, but nobody tells you what you're really signing up for. A 66-year-old from Phoenix paid $58 extra for exit row legroom on a flight to Chicago. Sounds smart, right? Except she couldn't store her purse under the seat. FAA rules. Her blood pressure medication was in that purse. When turbulence hit and the seatbelt sign stayed on for 90 minutes, she couldn't reach the overhead bin. She spent 6 hours without her medication, arrived with a splitting headache, and nearly passed out at baggage claim. The exit row illusion works like this. Airlines market the legroom but hide the restrictions. No underseat storage means everything goes overhead. If bins fill up, and they always do, you're forced to gate check items you've carried on for years. And here's the kicker. Those exits aren't sealed tight. At 35,000 feet, outside temps hit minus 70 degrees Fahrenheit. You're sitting next to a barely insulated wall. A retired pilot from Dallas told me, exit rows are 10 to 15 degrees colder than the rest of the cabin. Here's what you do. Only book exit rows on flights under 3 hours. Bring a jacket, always. Keep critical medications in your pockets, not your bag. Pro tip, if you're over 65 or have mobility issues, airlines can legally deny you exit row seating anyway. Don't waste your money. But this next seat type, it's even more deceptive. Number 8, the bulkhead betrayal. Bulkhead seats sound perfect. No one reclining into your space. Extra legroom, unobstructed views. Airlines charge $40 to $60 extra for them. A 69-year-old from San Diego booked a bulkhead seat for a cross-country flight, thinking she'd finally have space to stretch. What she got instead? A tray table that folded out from the armrest, half the size of a normal one. She couldn't fit her meal and her drink at the same time. Her laptop? Forget it. The tray was too small and wobbly. Bulkhead seats come with fixed armrests that don't lift. You're locked into a narrower space than a regular economy. The entertainment screen is built into that armrest, angled awkwardly. After 2 hours, her neck was killing her. And just like exit rows, no underseat storage. But here's what airlines won't tell you. Bulkhead rows are where they place families with infants. Those wall-mounted bassinets, they attach right in front of bulkhead seats. A couple from Orlando paid $95 combined for bulkhead seats on a red-eye to Paris. They were seated next to 2 crying babies for 8 hours straight. 0 sleep. Here's what you do. Check Seat Guru for bassinet locations before booking. Only choose bulkhead if you're traveling with minimal carry-on. Ask gate agents if families with infants are seated in your row. Insider move. If you see a bassinet being installed, politely ask to switch seats before takeoff. Gate agents can often accommodate you. This next mistake catches even experienced travelers off guard. Number 7. The middle seat gamble. Everyone knows middle seats are terrible, but let me tell you why they're worse than you think, and the one time they're actually genius. A 72-year-old from Minneapolis got stuck in the middle seat on a 5-hour flight. She was fighting for armrest space with 2 strangers, had 0 personal space, and had to ask the aisle passenger to move every time she needed the bathroom. By the time she landed, she was exhausted, dehydrated, and swore she'd never fly again. Middle seats have the worst air circulation. You're breathing recycled air from both sides, making you more likely to catch whatever your seatmates have. But here's the strategic exception. If you're traveling with a partner, book the window and aisle seats in a 3-seat row. Leave the middle empty. Why? Most people avoid middle seats like the plague. If the flight isn't full, you'll have the whole row to yourselves. If someone does book it, offer to swap so they can have the window or aisle. They'll almost always say yes. A couple from Nashville used this trick on 6 flights last year. 5 times they got the whole row. Once they swapped and still got better seats than they started with. Here's what you do. Book window plus aisle on the same row when traveling with someone. If flying solo, avoid middle seats at all costs. Check load factor before booking. Emptier flights equals better odds. The magic phrase, would you prefer the window or aisle? Works every time. Now, this next boarding change is quietly screwing over frequent flyers. Number 6. The WILMA boarding disaster. In 2026, most airlines switched to WILMA boarding. Window, middle, aisle. Sounds efficient, right? Wrong. It's designed to force you into expensive upgrades. A 67-year-old from Charlotte always books aisle seats. She likes boarding early to secure overhead bin space for her carry-on. Under WILMA, aisle passengers board dead last. By the time she got on the plane, every bin was stuffed. A gate agent forced her to check her bag, the one with her medications, her travel documents, and her jewelry. She waited 90 minutes at baggage claim. Her bag came out damaged. Her jewelry case was crushed. Airlines know aisle seat passengers are their most loyal customers. WILMA punishes them unless they pay for priority boarding, another $35 to $50. Here's what you do. Book a window or middle seat initially. Board with your group and secure your bin space. Once seated, politely ask the aisle passenger if they'd like to switch. Most people are thrilled to trade up to a window view. You get your aisle access, they get a better seat, everyone wins. Pro tip. Bring a small personal item that fits under the seat in front of you. Even if bins fill up, you'll have essentials within reach. But this next seat zone, it's where the magic happens. Number 5. The forgotten sweet spot. Airlines want you to believe it's first class or suffer, but there's a secret zone that gives you 80% of the premium experience at 0 extra cost. Rows 6 to 9 on most single-aisle planes. A retired accountant from Boston discovered this by accident. She booked row 8 aisle seat on a flight to Miami. She boarded early, deplaned fast, had a smooth, turbulence-free ride, and paid nothing extra. She's used this trick on 40 flights since. Never paid for an upgrade again. Why does this work? You're close enough to the front for early boarding and quick exits, but far enough back to avoid the chaos of families with young children who cluster in rows 1 to 5. The ride is smoother here too. You're positioned over or just behind the wing, the aircraft's center of gravity. Less turbulence, less motion sickness, better sleep. But avoid rows 10 to 15 at all costs. This is where airlines dump their most problematic passengers. Last-minute bookers, people who didn't pay for seat selection, families who couldn't get seats together. It's chaos central. Here's what you do. Target rows 6 to 9, aisle or window. Set a 24-hour check-in alarm to grab these seats first. Use Seat Guru to confirm wing position on your specific aircraft. Rule of thumb, front of the wing equals smooth sailing, back of the wing equals turbulent city. This next seat type is so good, airlines try to hide it. Number 4, the single aisle secret. After analyzing thousands of seat maps, there's one seat type that consistently delivers the best experience. The single center aisle seat on wide-body aircraft. A 70-year-old from Atlanta stumbled onto this on a flight to Rome. She booked seat 23D, a single aisle seat in the center section of a 777. No seatmates to climb over. All the mobility of an aisle without constantly standing up for others. She slept 6 hours straight, best flight of her life. This is your golden ticket. You get aisle mobility without the disadvantages. You're positioned mid-cabin for optimal service and minimal turbulence. When WILMA boarding happens, you're in the aisle category, but with none of the downsides. The catch? These seats disappear fast. Here's what you do. Set an alarm for exactly 24 hours before your flight. Have your confirmation number ready. Grab that center aisle seat the moment check-in opens. Insider move. Screenshot the seat map before booking. Airlines sometimes change aircraft last minute. You'll want proof if you need to argue for a comparable seat. Now, this next tool is something airlines absolutely hate. Number 3, the Seat Guru Advantage. Airlines make money steering you towards seats that benefit them, not you. Their seat maps highlight preferred seats that often have hidden problems, next to galleys, near bathrooms, misaligned windows, limited recline. A 68-year-old from Miami booked what the airline called a preferred seat for $45 extra. Turned out it was directly in front of the galley. Flight attendants slammed cabinets and microwaved food for 6 hours straight. She didn't sleep a wink. Seat Guru reveals the truth. Input your exact flight number and aircraft type, and you'll see color-coded warnings about problem seats. This tool has saved me from booking terrible seats dozens of times. A couple from Portland used Seat Guru before a Hawaii trip. The airline's map showed rows 18 to 20 as preferred. Seat Guru revealed they were right next to the bathroom and had limited recline. They switched to row 12 instead. Perfect flight. Here's what you do. Visit seatguru.com before every booking. Input your flight number and date. Screenshot the seat map for reference. Pro tip, airlines change aircraft at the last minute. Check Seat Guru again 24 hours before departure to confirm your seat is still good. This next timing trick is pure gold. Number 2, the 24-hour check-in hack. Most travelers check in sometime in the 24-hour window. The pros know it's all about the first 60 seconds. Airlines release their best remaining seats right at the 24-hour mark. They disappear in minutes. A 65-year-old from Denver set her alarm for exactly 24 hours before departure. She was stuck with a middle seat at booking. The second check-in opened, she grabbed an aisle seat in row 7. No extra charge. She's used this trick on 15 flights. It's worked 13 times. Here's what you do. Set multiple alarms for 24 hours before departure. Have your confirmation number saved in your phone. Be ready to act the second that check-in window opens. The loyalty hack. Even if you rarely fly with an airline, join their free frequent flyer program. Members often get priority access to better seats during check-in. A retired teacher from Phoenix joined Southwest's program for free. She went from boarding Group C to Group A just for being a member. Better seats, better bin space, zero cost. And finally, the ultimate strategy that ties it all together. Number 1, the upgrade. Timing goldmine. Sometimes paying for an upgrade makes sense, but timing is everything. A 73-year-old from San Francisco was about to pay $75 for a premium economy seat. I told her to wait. 24 hours before departure, that same seat dropped to $29. She saved $46 by waiting one day. Airlines quietly drop upgrade prices within 24 hours of departure to fill premium seats. The sweet spot: check prices when you first book, then again 24 hours before departure. You'll often find 30% to 50% discounts that airlines never advertise. On flights longer than 4 hours, spending $25 to $50 for a better seat can save you days of recovery time from poor sleep and body stiffness. Here's what you do. Note upgrade prices at booking. Set a reminder to check again 24 hours before departure. Compare the discount to the value of your comfort. The magic formula. If the upgrade costs less than $10 per hour of flight time, it's usually worth it. All right, now you know the 10 seats airlines hope you never figure out, and the strategies to beat them at their own game. But knowing the perfect seat won't matter if you pack the wrong items in your carry-on. A 69-year-old from Chicago had the perfect seat, smooth flight, everything going right, until TSA flagged her bag at security. Turns out, 3 items she'd packed dozens of times before are now banned in 2026. She missed her flight, lost $340 rebooking. Most travelers have no idea the TSA just updated their prohibited items list. The new rules are confusing, and the penalties are brutal. In my next video, I'm exposing the 10 items TSA is now confiscating from travelers over 60, and what to pack instead. A retired nurse from Portland used these tips and sailed through security in under 5 minutes. Watch 10 items TSA will confiscate from seniors in 2026. Pack this instead. Next, it's right here. Don't let a simple packing mistake cost you hundreds. See you there.